What's up, everybody? Welcome to 3D Rivals, your first line of defense against stupid movies. My name is DJ. And of course, I'm joined by my co-host, my sister Doreen.
What's up?
And my brother Derek.
What's up?
And today we're going to be talking about War of the Worlds. What year did this come out?
2005.
2005.
I was literally getting ready to tell you the year the book came out.
Yeah. The novel was written by H.G. Wells.
H.G. Wells.
Didn't he also do The Time Machine?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
So War of the Worlds, this was it's a classic now, right?
Yeah, I mean, doing my research, people seem to really like this movie. They think it's a little underrated. So
okay,
I don't know if I agree, but
so we'll talk about the movie. Interesting, aliens attacking the planet. I mean, not a new idea.
No.
Interesting way of approaching it. I think I do tend to like these movies that does it from the perspective not like, oh, the government fighting the alien, but it's this one person surviving the alien invasion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a good point. It's just basically nothing he does is going to change what the aliens do.
Right.
And so many of our alien invasion movies is people fighting back, and whether it's Predator or Alien or A Quiet Place or whatever, it's like them against aliens. Here it's just like basically your only choice is to hide and run. Which is basically what he does until it's only by chance that it all ends.
Yeah, otherwise the human race would have been wiped out.
Exactly, because there was nothing they could do. And I kind of like that because it's kind of a hopeless story.
Yeah. Now, didn't they do like a radio broadcast of this
in 1938?
Okay, and everybody lost their minds.
People freaked out because they didn't know it was fake.
Right.
I mean, I gotta hear that broadcast. That must have been some serious broadcast.
Man, we should listen to the broadcast.
But I was thinking that it probably started out with the narrator.
Yeah.
Like with Morgan Freeman on the movie. And so if they don't tell you that this is a story, and it's like you listen to the radio for your news anyway back then, it's like it could be believable.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm just like, I want to hear, like, this dude was probably like all super excited, like, oh, it's coming out of the ground, and people were like freaking out. And it's like, no, this wasn't real. Yeah, it did get me interested. Like, man, what did they say?
Yeah. Because the original movie, I only remember pieces of it, and I was like, I thought it was interesting, but I was a kid when I seen the original movie.
Was that the original, or was that the 1988 version?
You know what? It might have been the 1988 version.
Yeah, because there was a version that came out in 1955, I think, or 53.
Would have been in color?
In 53?
No.
No, I don't think it would have been.
No. Okay, so then it had to have been 88 because it was in color.
Yeah, I don't think,
Yeah.
Also, why is this called War of the Worlds?
First of all, it's the War
the
of the Worlds.
The War of the Worlds. Okay, I got it. Why? Because there's only one world that we're warring.
Because the aliens come from a world, and
our two worlds are warring.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not so much a war as wait. This is a line in the movie. It's not a war; it's an extermination. Didn't someone say that?
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, this wasn't a war.
No, it really wasn't, because I mean they were fighting, but they were losing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were losing badly.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think this is realistic in the fact that if aliens did reach our planet, we would be outmatched because they reached our planet, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you have the technology to reach our planet, then we probably don't have anything to go against you, except for biological warfare, which we'll talk about.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I guess that is a good point, right? Because what does it take to travel to Earth? It takes a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we know.
Right, it takes a lot just to go to the next planet.
Yeah.
Let alone another star.
Yeah.
With life around it.
Yeah.
And it's like we know that there's no life on any of the planets in our solar system.
Well,
we'll take that back, because in the book they came from Mars.
What?
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait.
So they were Martians.
They're Martians? Huh.
Yeah.
How did we not know about them then? It's not like we don't, like, constantly study Mars.
Well, I mean, in 1898.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay.
Yeah.
When the book was written.
All right, so I'll take that back then. Like, if Mars can reach Earth, that doesn't mean we're hopelessly outmatched.
No, but I just think, like, they have different technology.
Yeah.
And I think, like, because one thing in the book is that they were, like, mesmerized by, like, the wheel. So they had all this technology, but they didn't invent the wheel. We did.
Huh.
So it's just like they could have.
Oh, that's right. All their stuff was walking.
Yeah, so they could have done different things, and their different things was just better than our different things.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll start at the beginning of the movie, and we meet up with Tom Cruise
leaving work
and picking up his children, and he gets Worst Dad of the Year award.
Awful. Just an awful.
Because constantly they point out that he is just not a good father. I'm like, oh.
And how he drove home from work, I was like, that had to have been around the corner. And he was still late.
30 minutes late.
30, yeah.
Yeah.
30 minutes late, yeah. So 30 minutes late to get his kids being dropped off at his house.
Yeah. So that was number one.
He has a V8 engine in the kitchen.
Yeah. Oh, before we get to the kitchen, number two, the daughter says she has her bag. And she's struggling with her bag.
And he didn't go
He
help
doesn't
her.
go help. And the mom comes over and help. And he was like, she says she has it.
Yeah,
And
oh
it was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
but
yeah.
the bag is heavy. Yeah.
Oh, and so much more stuff. He has no food at his house, which I guess if you know you're getting your kids.
You would
Is
have at
this
least food for your kids.
extreme because you know your kids is coming.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So you go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You clean up.
yeah. Because you know they're coming
'Cause
over.
you know
You do
they're
that when
coming.
you know friends are coming over for an hour.
Exactly. When people are, except for y'all don't count no more. When people are coming over, I make sure there's something here for people to eat and drink, right?
Yeah.
It just doesn't make any sense. And then, like, I get the vibe, like, have your kids never been here? Because, like, why is this such an ordeal?
So then he randomly wants to play catch with his son outside.
Because he was trying to prove something, teach him a lesson or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just everyone in this story was unlikable.
So he purposely threw a 100-mile fastball at him.
And broke his own window.
And then breaks his own window because his son dodges out the way. On purpose.
Yeah, just awful.
Yeah, then
So
told
he
him to
goes to
order
bed.
food.
Yeah, because he said he's going to bed
Yeah,
because he works for a living.
So,
right.
So
yeah.
they have
Yeah,
to
so
order.
I kind of get his children not really liking
I mean,
him.
yeah, like, this is how you wear. It's like, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a grade A D-bag.
Yeah.
All right, but we get to the interesting parts. This is a lightning storm, which so lightning strikes in the same spot
Yes.
26 times.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah, unusual. What gets me is about everyone in this town, someplace in New Jersey, no one is concerned by this.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's like, first of all, you see the weird funnel cloud thing.
Yeah,
And
that
y'all-
mean, like I said, funnel cloud. I'm like, is that a tornado? But everyone's outside
Well,
of their house.
he also pointed out
The wind was
that the
blowing
wind
towards.
was blowing towards it and not away from it.
Also weird.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're all standing outside watching the weird fun. I'm like, if nothing else, this is a tornado, which means I'm in the house. So then that stops. Then the lightning storm that you mentioned that struck the same place more than once. You guys are all outside looking at this like this ain't nothing. And then after that, you go gather around a crater.
Yeah, now that I'm
After
like
the
up
power was
into
out
that point,
on everything.
I'm
Yeah.
like, I would excuse people for like, wow, this is weird, and you know, there's an attraction to weird stuff.
I mean,
Yeah.
but I would be in the house. Like, I'm gonna look outside. Like, man, y'all see that? But
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be in my backyard. Like, oh,
Yeah,
this is
yeah, yeah.
cool.
But then when they go up to the spot
Yeah.
I
and
mean,
they're standing
I
around,
said I would see myself going to the spot.
But okay.
Oh,
Once
Okay,
it started
all right.
moving,
yeah, it starts
Exactly.
moving.
I'm out.
I kept saying during the scene, I'm like, when are y'all gonna run?
Yes.
When are you going to run? They didn't run until someone got shot by the big. They didn't even run when the big alien ship thing came out of the ground. I mean, I
Yes.
would have ran well
No,
before.
I agree.
But
You
at
see
least
the
at that
crater,
point,
it's kind of like, oh, what's that? Okay, fine. I want to know what that is. But once it starts moving, once it started cracking, I'm running.
yeah,
Right? So that happened. Windows are getting blown out, buildings are falling, and y'all still looking like, huh? An alien comes out of the ground. Y'all like, huh?
yeah. It came out, stood up, and they're looking like, whoa, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
And
like,
you know what?
It even crushed the.
If
four
I see an
cars.
alien arrive on Earth, it's not my position to determine whether they're friendly or not.
nah.
So
Nope.
maybe this was a friendly
I
alien,
don't
maybe
care.
not. I
I'm
run,
not
and
gonna
then
know.
we find out after the government has figured out if it was friendly or not. Okay, I'm not going to be the first
But my
contact.
thing is, I wouldn't even been there low enough to see the alien come out of the ground.
True, I
And
would
then,
have
like,
run.
after all of that, then he start shooting laser beam at you, and I'm saying to myself,
Yes.
boy, go get your kids.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what? They showed it. He didn't think about his kids until he saw someone holding their child.
Yeah, and then he's
Yeah.
like, "Oh yeah, I definitely left my 10-year-old daughter by herself."
I'm like, so trash.
yeah,
So trash. I'm like, you didn't even consider it. I'm like,
Yeah.
what's wrong with you?
yeah,
Yeah. Yep. Then he gets there and he's covered in, I guess,
People ash
people
Yeah.
ash.
because they're being disintegrated by the laser beams.
yes.
That doesn't disintegrate clothes, so I want to know how that works.
I don't know. Maybe just organic matter.
That doesn't make sense.
I'm trying to get.
I mean,
Hey,
no,
they
no,
have
I mean, I get
technology
it.
that we don't have.
It surpasses inorganic. Your clothes is organic matter.
Most of our stuff is polyester. Come on now,
All right, fine.
it ain't
All right,
cotton
wait,
or
what's
wool.
my
It's gonna be
Check.
50% polyester.
tag here says the shirt is this in English?
It's definitely made in China.
This is I don't know.
I got 58% cotton.
Wait, here we go. I don't know why we're looking at what our clothes are made of.
To prove my point that it's not cotton.
I'm trying to figure out why it's
Mine is 100% cotton.
Oh, look at you being
I'm trying to
fancy.
figure out why my tag is in 100 languages.
It is. I just noticed that. I was like,
there's
there's
I'm
French.
Flipping,
There's
I'm flipping through pages.
there's pages on my tag. There's 3 tags here.
I have
Well,
4.
English is usually first, right?
Yeah.
Usually, but it's yeah.
They even have the
English
UR
is
code
first.
on there.
Don't need that.
So they got Spanish. They've got
That way, no matter who buys the shirt, they know how to wash it.
Urdu. There's Korean, Hindi.
Y'all are dumb.
No, seriously, like all those languages.
No, I believe you.
All right.
So after he brushes the dust off, because they're screaming at him,
Mhm.
saying, "What happened? What's wrong? Why you look like that?" He tells them nothing, which I feel like this is a life or death
Let's just get your
situation.
stuff. Just get your stuff. No, I'll be like, look, even if you're in shock, like aliens,
Yeah, it's a life or death situation. You tell
have to
what's
tell
going
they're
on.
them
aliens.
something.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Aliens are here, and people might be like, "What?" And it's like, "That's it. It's aliens. Let's go."
I even go far as tell them like they're killing people. We need to go.
Yeah, but my thing is, dumb kids, y'all see what's happening. Why are you asking so many questions? Y'all
Yeah.
too old for this.
Especially after a weird phenomenon.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
That,
And
right?
his son was outside with the lightning storm thing, said something weird had happened. Now you're like, well, where are we going? What are we doing? I said, pack a
Yes.
bag.
Pack a bag.
Let's go.
Let's
Let's
go.
go.
Like for real. Like if someone came to me, and I mean, like, I would be skeptical about aliens, but if someone came to me covered in ash, super afraid after there was a lightning storm that struck in the same spot multiple times, and be like, aliens, let's go, I'd be like, all right,
Well, my thing is, they
Let's
weren't
go.
that far away. They had to feel the earthquake thing.
yeah.
Yeah,
So you know something weird is happening.
yeah.
Also, that thing was tall. You figure they can see it from their house. Yeah,
I really assumed the boy would have been looking out, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't, like, you're being dumb right now.
And he said he was like, we have about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Because I assume he timed from the time where he was from.
I don't care how long you think you had. Get in the car.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could have been.
I mean,
completely-
he spent about 5-6 minutes arguing with the kids. He told him to pack food. You grab your bag.
To be honest, you know what the safest place probably would have been to go? A wilderness somewhere. Like the
But you're not
aliens are
thinking
here.
that. Like, who would have thought
to,
that? Like, I'm not gonna.
They're obviously targeting people. They want to kill them, right?
But you don't know that
So-
at that moment, do you?
Right. No, you don't know that at the moment. You're just trying to get away from where you're
Right, and then you're not
currently
thinking I'm
at.
gonna go to the wilderness. They don't have wilderness survival gear. I'm not thinking about let's go to the wilderness.
My first thought was to leave where I'm at.
Exactly. I'm gonna find a city that's not under attack.
Because I mean,
Well, see, another
if you
city's
take
going to
the
be under
if you
attack.
take the movie
I'm just
element
gonna
out of
move.
it,
I'm just gonna
you're looking at it as I need to get out of this. City.
exactly. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna drive anywhere but where I'm at.
Yeah.
True. Okay. All right. So
Right,
we head
until-
west
yeah.
into the United States.
Yeah, because like you're getting no information from anyone, so your only thing
Right.
is just you know
Because
you.
everything is turned off, so it's not like you can get any information.
Yeah, so you obvious is we can't be here.
Yeah, they headed east. See, that's also dumb because like you're heading east towards Boston. I mean, there's nothing further east. If there's problems in Boston,
Where do
then
you
it's
go?
just ocean, right?
Because he wanted
Yeah.
to take them to their mama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
which I
Be-
mean, and I know they were saying like he was doing it to dump them off and all, but my thing is, it kind of makes sense because it's like I don't know where else to go, but I know
That's
there's
how
people
I looked
here.
at it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
how
yeah.
I looked at it.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't think he would. Like, look,
Yeah, I didn't get
he's
that vibe
horrible
either.
father,
Yeah.
but I don't think he was trying to. He cares about his kids.
Yeah,
You know, he wasn't trying to dump them off.
yeah, and I'm
It's
like,
more so of it's confusion. You don't know what to do or where to go. This gives you something to keep fighting
exactly.
to get to.
If I know, well, not New York, but
Yeah,
if I know
don't go to New
someone,
York.
they're the first to go.
Never.
But
go
my
to New
thing
York.
is, if
First
I know
city every
someone
time.
that lives in Chicago, I only know people who live in major cities.
Man, you better
then-
drive. Look. There's farms like.
I don't know
south
nobody
of us.
with
Just
no
go to the
farmland.
middle of our state. I'm pretty sure we're fine.
I
Go
don't
in
know
the
nobody-
forest.
You know
Avoid
somebody with a
bears.
farm?
No, you just go to their house and steal their stuff. It's an
It's a
apocalypse.
perfect way to die.
Oh, that's true, man. You talking about farm? Yeah. never mind.
Yeah. So I was saying it
Yeah,
to
yeah.
me. I was my point was that it was logical for him to go someplace where he knew people were,
Yeah.
which is what I would do. But I only know people who live in major cities,
Mhm.
so that would probably have gotten attacked first.
Yeah.
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 All
Yeah.
right.
So they finally do get a chance to leave as he stole the van, as he told the mechanic on how to fix it.
Yeah. That mechanic. All right. All right. Bruh.
Yeah.
Bruh.
You
what-
see,
what are you
everybody
doing?
else is leaving.
Everyone's running and stuff. What do you mean you can't take the car? The customer is gonna come back. Like, bro. First of all, listen to him.
Yeah, because he
told
him.
you to get in the car.
Mhm.
Yeah, and he's all like, "I can't let you take this car." I'm like, "Did you not just see what happened?" I do not.
Wait,
think-
the mechanic was there, wasn't? Didn't he follow? No, he didn't follow.
No,
him
he
there.
didn't follow him.
But
But it was close enough.
They're close enough. I mean, think about how tall these aliens are. He could have seen it from where he was. You see the people running.
I was just like, even if he didn't see the alien ship, you saw people running and people running in their house, packing up stuff and running back out.
Yeah, just everyone in this movie was the dumbest people on the face of the earth. Like everyone just don't think. What are you doing? I can't let you take the car. Get out the car. Like, dude. Like, what do you think is happening right now?
Yeah. Yep.
Just pointless.
Yeah, that was dumb mechanic. Oh, I did want to comment on for 2005.
Mm-hmm.
I think the effects in the movie still look pretty good.
Yes.
No, I agree. I don't think there was a single scene when I was like, well, that was horrible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, obviously there was a lot of practical stuff in it.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
also there had to be a lot of green screen too. I didn't see anything. Usually I say like the breakdown, but I didn't see anything that broke it down like what they did. But it's a Steven
I
Spielberg
think
movie.
in 2005 is
It is.
before they started really doing those, isn't it? Right?
I mean, no, because they did because they used a lot of, I won't say a lot of CGI,
Mm-hmm.
but they did use quite a bit. But it's Steven Spielberg. He know what he's doing.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was good actors too.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to have good actors to make it believable.
All right, so we get to the mom's house and they're not there because she did mention they were going to Boston.
Mhm.
and like he's like, okay, we're gonna go in the basement, and they're questioning why. I'm like, what do you mean why? First of all, y'all were in the car when you saw old dude get disintegrated by a big alien ship thing.
Right.
Can we stop asking these questions now?
Yeah,
Yes.
like let's just stop being dumb.
Yes. And then he asked his son to fill the box with food.
No, his son said that's all he had.
It was all the food he had. We
Oh,
did
that's-
mention that he didn't have any food in the
Oh,
house, so fair
Okay.
enough.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
Also, I mean, like, don't make a big deal about what you're eating here. Now, he should have known his daughter was allergic to
He
peanut
Yeah,
should.
butter
He was
but-
like, "How
That
long?
her whole life. Like, bro,
Yeah.
what were you
How
doing?
you not know you?"
Yeah. But
Yeah.
but like the kid's like, I don't want to eat. Like, okay, then starve. Like it's
Just
the
eat the bread,
apocalypse.
okay?
Just like,
Eat the
why are
bread
you
and-
still being difficult? Like, I did not understand why these kids were still being difficult after all the stuff y'all just been through.
Even if he's a horrible father, it's like we're on survival.
I'm relying
mode, right?
on you now. I have no
Yeah.
choice but to rely
Yeah.
on you now.
This is survival mode. Let's work together.
Exactly. Like, especially like y'all are too old to be acting this dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Just get on my nerves. I'm not eating that. Okay, then. Well, you know what? Bye.
Yeah.
Just why are we in the basement? Why do you think?
Right.
Did you question it when the house got destroyed?
Yeah, because if you were in your bedroom, guess what? You did.
You be
Yeah.
dead.
Because a plane ran.
Because a
into it.
plane ran through it. Yeah. Hints on why it was a different noise than before.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like after they showed, I was like, oh yeah, that did sound like a plane.
Right.
I mean, but I would be questioning it too. I would be like, what?
Oh, you know,
kind
in
of
the
noise is
moment,
that?
I'm like, what is
Yeah.
happening? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You know what I wonder? How they kept putting gas in that van?
oh no, man, it's movie gas. Last forever. You know how like during it'd be an apocalypse and it's 15 years later and people still driving around in a car like that gas lasts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, in The Last of Us, he definitely did say like that gas was basically water now. I'm
yeah.
glad they didn't.
He did
include that.
because he had to keep siphoning out more gas. For
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. And they only can go like a few miles on a full tank of gas because it
Yeah.
was so weak.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, smart thing by the dude though, to break into the cart off the plane and get all the water and juice off.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Tom Cruise ain't getting none. So
Which that was dumb.
That was dumb. Yeah.
yeah,
I'm like, grab some water, dude.
yeah.
Yeah. Water's essential, bro.
Okay, I take that back. I just looked to see how he can get to New Jersey or he can get to Boston on one tank of gas.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. All
All
right.
right. Yep. Okay.
Not bad.
I take that back.
Okay.
It is a van, and it was old, but fine.
Yeah,
it's not
it
that
is.
long of a
Well,
drive. He can get there
yeah.
on one tank of gas.
And you're not stopping.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
So, so they after that they continue on, and is this when they run into the crowd of people?
Yes. Afterwards.
Yeah.
All right. My question to the big giant crowd of people: he's got a car. Let's get it. Blah blah blah. What are y'all going to do?
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Yeah.
You think you're going to be the one to get in the car and everybody else is going to back off like, oh, okay, he's got it. He called dibs. He called dibs on the
Well,
car,
you see
guys.
what happened, right? The guy took the car and then he immediately got shot. So
Yeah.
someone else can take the car.
Yeah.
I'm like, so
And
we
then
just
the
gonna
people were fighting for the car all over again.
Which
just-
is dumb.
just done.
Yeah.
Cause where are you going?
Yeah.
I was
But
just-
that's believable though.
and then we're like, oh, take it. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Come
that
on.
is very
You know
believable.
good and
It's
well.
100 of y'all. Like, let's stop playing.
I would have been in that crowd
Right, it's
and
an
just saw him drive
8-seated
by
van.
like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have been like, hey, take my kid,
Yeah.
something. But y'all are
Yeah, they
being
wouldn't even
dumb.
let him get to the kid to his daughter.
Yeah, he was about
Yeah.
to
He
drive
was
over
like,
the girl.
you can
He's-
have the van.
just give
just
me my
let him-
daughter.
Yeah.
Get my daughter.
Yeah.
Idiotic, man.
But people would be like that for real though.
I
They would.
believe it, but it
Yeah.
was just so stupid.
It
Just
was.
so dumb.
Like, what were you gonna do? What were you gonna do with the car?
Yeah, well, obviously because that van went nowhere after
And
that.
then
so.
and then they were attacking the van, and I'm like, yo, if you damage the van, what good is it to you?
Yeah.
People were trying to break the windshield. First of all, old guy
Oh,
pulling off the windshield with
off
his hands.
the windshield
yeah,
with
that
his
was
hands.
insane.
What's wrong with you? What
Yeah.
What are you going to do with this van?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just walk.
I thought it was
Exactly.
a really good
like you
scene
literally
though,
could just walk.
because it just showed on how desperate people were to leave, even though it like
But
their
my thing
reaction
is,
wasn't.
you were walking.
Yeah.
No, when COVID-19 pandemic started, people did stupid stuff like make a run on toilet paper, as if that was the most essential thing. I'm sorry, America. I mean, like, look, I know you want to wipe your butt, right? But maybe more important things than making a run on toilet paper.
Well, people, essential things is like things that don't expire, that you put in your pantry.
Food,
there
water.
There wasn't no shortage on like canned goods.
Which is dumb. People were buying bread and milk.
People were buying bread and milk that
expires.
So you buy a bunch of bread and it's gonna go bad. Wow. Yeah, dude, you better get.
Then I don't know. I guess
I bought canned goods.
They were telling people like, "Hey, flour and stuff." So then everybody made a ran for flour and sugar.
But my thing is like,
well, sugar doesn't go bad, but you
can't
can't live off of
But
sugar.
I was like,
you don't need
there's so much canned stuff. Like, yes, it's not the greatest.
Canned fruit.
It's not the greatest. I wouldn't like it. But in a dire situation, though,
bro, some pork and beans and pineapples.
I mean, like we talking about them
Like,
kids, like
also soup.
Yeah.
Like them kids, you give me that white bread with that peanut butter, I'll be mad, but I'm gonna eat it.
Yeah. If I'm hungry enough.
When you're hungry, it don't matter.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna eat it.
Yeah. I'm like, I might not want to eat canned pineapples, but
if
I'm
that's
hungry
what it comes
enough.
down to, yeah.
I'm probably gonna drink the juice.
Yeah. Hey, it's got some water in
you
it.
need a hydration.
Yeah.
Don't get the ones with syrup in it, and then that's just
No, you just get the no sugar
Oh,
added.
yeah.
Pineapples.
Basically,
and
you just
juice.
drinking
Yes.
glucose.
Yeah. Yeah. So this highlights that as stupid people clamor for one car.
Yeah.
I'm like, why? That was dumb.
Yeah. But then I feel another thumb thing. So I get like, okay, you're trying to leave the city. Getting on that boat, no. Because I feel like you getting on the boat into the bay or the Hudson.
You're trapped in the bay.
You're trapped.
And we know they can
and you have nowhere,
far, right?
and it's like you have nowhere to go at that point.
Yeah. Well, I guess the thing is that it's like, how else do we cross the river?
Yeah.
Right? Because if you're trying to leave New Jersey, and since they were all headed east, you have to cross the Hudson.
Again, head west. There's a lot more land out there.
It's a lot easier to head west than it is east. But everyone headed east for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, how else do you get across?
Mm-hmm.
Rowboat?
Swim? I don't know.
It's a long swim.
It's a long swim.
It's a long
So,
swim.
like, I get why they did it because it's like, we need to get to the other side.
Mm-hmm. But I just felt like it just
it's a bad idea
made
because
them
you're
an
isolated.
easy
Yeah.
target.
And they immediately attacked. So.
We didn't think that the alien things would be swimming underwater. I didn't think so. And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay,
But my thing is
fair.
like, man, can we put some pep in this boat?
I mean, they did.
They tried to.
He didn't look like he was speeding up. It looked like
But
He
how
pulled away
fast-
from the pier while it was still anchored.
Yeah. I'm like, how fast you think a ferry is gonna go?
It's true, it was a ferry.
I don't know. I don't know.
It was like over capacity.
It wasn't over capacity. They had plenty of room.
It wasn't, yeah. But I'm also with the captain. I would have saw that thing, was like, raise it, let's go.
Oh, yeah, no,
I would have pulled
absolutely.
away while the ramp was down.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. I'd have been like, we rolling.
That's it. Jump on the boat if you can.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Absolutely. I have no problems with that.
Yeah. Glad we're going.
So
Yeah.
they were getting picked off
But,
one by one in the water.
But let's go back to that. What I don't understand, I feel like this movie kept introducing characters and then it like immediately disappeared. Like his neighbor, what was her name, Sherry or Cheryl
I
or
don't
whatever.
know. Yeah.
And I was like, did she die? Did she make it?
She probably died.
But it was so weird. And especially like since I've seen her in other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, okay. Like you think this is gonna go somewhere, then she's gone.
But there was a lot of actors like that in this movie, though.
I'm saying I felt like it was a little weird.
So on this one, it's like, okay, we gain a little bit of respect for Robbie since he climbs up to help people over the
Mm-hmm.
thing and get on the boat
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. Noble, great.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then Robbie. All right, so after this, we see the military rolling off to fight one of the alien ships or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And Robbie's like gonna run towards them. Oh, I have to go. Let me go. I'm like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah. Like what
I
is
have to see
seriously?
this.
No, you do not. First of all, you have no weapons or nothing. And I'm like, what is you running up there gonna and do what?
Right. And then, like Tom Cruise said, and then he's like, "You're do this for your sister."
Yeah.
Your 10-year-old sister who's over here, who's about to get kidnapped by some people. I'm about to talk about those people real quick.
Yeah.
But like Robbie,
Yeah. It just that made no sense. Just absolute no sense.
so Robbie abandons them in the middle of an apocalypse, mind you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Stick together.
Yes.
Yeah, because he wants to go fight the aliens.
Also, Tom Cruise, once we start walking, find groups of people. Like, look, you survive in a group.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So find people who aren't stupid.
Don't go
And-
into crazy men's basements.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when he first said over here, I'm like, oh, okay. And then I'm like, oh, we the only 2 people down here.
Exactly. I'd have
I'm
been
like,
like, nah.
nah.
Yeah, I'd have been like, nah. Because, I mean, the dude had crazy written all over him.
He definitely did.
Well,
All
just like the people that was about to take his daughter.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's talk about them. Okay. You're like, oh, you're out here by yourself? Okay, come on, go. Okay, fine.
Mhm.
Seems noble at the
Right.
moment. You know,
But she
we'll
said-
help you. She said, my dad is right over here, and then points 15 feet away
Yeah.
to a man that you can clearly see.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? You could see that her dad is there because he wasn't far away.
Right.
She said, hey, that's my dad,
Right.
the person over there.
Right.
And you still tried to take her.
Yeah,
You're trying to kidnap her.
Yeah, they're
okay.
like, we thought she. I'm like, no, that
No, you
girl,
didn't.
She clearly said her father was right.
And then you
here.
were forcing her to go with you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, just absolutely not. Like, if you thought she was alone, fine. You already knew she wasn't, and if the kid refused to go, then I'm gonna have to leave you. I'm
just gonna have
sorry.
to leave the kid. Yeah.
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 I'm sorry, right?
Like you can't make them go.
No.
Yeah.
Because then if you make them go, then all they're gonna do is be a burden to you. Now, like if you're like, okay, we'll help you, come with me, and they're willing to go, fine.
Yeah.
Especially if they say I am with someone,
Right.
then
Right.
you go.
Right. She says I'm with someone. He's right there. Literally, like you said, 15 feet away. You can put eyes on this man. You leave her alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't
You
make any
shouldn't
sense.
be out here by yourself.
She's not.
She literally said, and then I'm like, okay, Tom, you see these people trying to take your girl.
Right. He even said it to him. It was like, Robbie, we gotta go. You see, they're trying to take your sister.
Yeah.
You got to do this for your sister.
Yeah. I'm like, fine, then leave Robbie. Let him
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll leave.
whatever.
Well, as he did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I just feel like he waited too long to make the decision. His girl was halfway up
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
field.
Yeah. She was about to be missing.
I'm like, what is wrong? And then, yeah, don't try to act like you're all no. Oh, we thought she was alone.
Like,
We're
no,
so
you
sorry.
didn't.
No, you didn't. She
No,
told
you
you she
didn't.
wasn't.
She clearly said she
She
wasn't
told
by
you.
herself.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we go crazy man's basement.
Mm-hmm.
Again, once we step down, I'm like, oh, you didn't call any other people. All right. I'm going to go back up
Mm-hmm.
and run.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah, because my thing is, if no one else agreed to go down there, that's a sign. Like, maybe we shouldn't go down there.
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm like, because I'm expecting, like, there's going to be, like, a group of people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, it's just him. Okay.
What are you doing? You guys can help me. It's talking about some. You can help us fight the aliens. I'm like, well, one, I agree that you need more people to fight the aliens if you
Mhm.
want to do that. I don't know why you're deciding to do this with a man and a 10-year-old girl.
Yeah.
Maybe you need a bigger group of people. Maybe
And maybe he should
military
have been the
trained
one
people. I don't know.
They should have been running with the military.
Yeah, yeah.
They
Go
were
back out there and run. Yeah.
That's a good point. But then you see that what we didn't talk about before is that the military line immediately gets incinerated.
Mhm.
Like, just nothing. Robbie goes, run, I'm going to fight with them. And it just fireballs.
Mm-hmm.
Just done so. So you assume Robbie is dead, although we already know Robbie ain't dead.
He should have died right there.
He should have died.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
All right, but we're in the basement. Tom Cruise doesn't know any lullabies because he never sung to his children. So, was he singing American Pie? Or what's that song called?
The one that she ended up singing?
No, he sung
I
To
don't
her.
remember.
like bye bye.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. I mean, at least he did sing to her.
I mean, it's a
and-
catchy song. It could be a lullaby.
yeah.
Yeah, but it ends with, and this will be the day that I die.
Oh, is that how it is?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh. You didn't know?
Yeah, people were dying. So it was like, that was not the right song. Let me sing it.
Oh,
at
I
the
thought you
time.
just
This would be
talking.
the day
Stop
that I
at
die.
the. I took my Chevy to the levee.
Yeah.
That's the part I always stop at.
No, you don't stop there, dog.
Yeah, he took his
But, I
Chevy
mean, he
to the
just-
levee, and the levee was dry.
Yeah.
So I guess this will be the day that I die.
Oh, I see. Did not know that's how that continues.
He says it twice. He says
Yes.
it twice in a row.
Yes.
Literally did not know that.
Oh.
Yes, that's why I was like, this is not a good song
Oh, okay.
to sing at this moment.
Oh, it always seemed like such a happy song. I guess it's not.
So, crazy dude's digging a tunnel, I guess, to where?
He said
'Cause-
he was going to meet the other people, and then they have tunnels.
Yeah,
There's another crazy person digging a tunnel in their basement, and they're going to meet up.
yeah. And they're going to attack him from below because that's how they attacked us.
My question is he's clearly been digging that tunnel for a while. More than one night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That meant, yeah.
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 So he's insane. Like the runners. The runners are the ones who die. I don't think so. I don't think the runners are the ones who
Then
die.
it's because you have no choice but to run.
You have no choice but to run.
What
because,
are
I
you
mean,
fighting? Like
yeah.
they're shielded.
Yeah.
And we haven't actually
And up
seen
in-
the aliens yet.
Right, and it's like up until this point, we didn't see not one alien.
Yeah, we only seen the ship. Yeah, you have no choice but to run. I gotta say, when they first revealed the face, I was surprised because I wasn't not expecting to see a face right then.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, oh. Just I wasn't, because I'm like, I'm always seeing these things, and so like when there's something in the basement,
Yeah.
I was not expecting a little alien face.
Yeah, I was expecting more robot things.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so they have their scouting camera, I guess,
Mhm.
right, to
Mhm.
see if anybody's down there. That's that's nerve wracking. And then
Yeah.
idiot's gonna be like, I'm gonna like hack it with an axe. I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, what do you think is?
All
First
it
of all,
is,
that's
it's
not
gonna-
the alien. You could clearly see that that's
and it's
metal.
going to alert them to come down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You're better off just hiding.
Also, it's metal, so I don't think like as
What-
we saw when Tom Cruise did it.
exactly
It
what I'm
took
saying.
you a long time.
The amount of work you would have gotten attacked.
Yeah.
Just absolutely ridiculous. And what he say? Like, I see we're not on the same page.
Yeah.
No, but then my thing
And then
is,
they fighting each other while it's still scouting the basement.
yeah, but my thing is just like, Tom, just leave the basement.
Mhm.
This is
That's why I was
clearly,
like,
this
just
is not, just leave. This is not a safe
Yeah,
location.
after that scout thing
Yeah.
happened, it's like, yo, just I'll be like, all right,
We're out.
we're out.
Yeah.
But I guess you're afraid because you don't know. Like, obviously the
When you
aliens
leave
were
out.
up there.
I mean,
Yeah.
clearly, because when they left, there was like a river of blood or something.
Oh, it was
because
the
at
little
first
plant
he-
thing was growing.
Yeah, all the plant things, but there was like a lot of liquid too because his stupid daughter runs outside, and I'm like, you hear him calling you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where he's
Yeah.
calling you. Oh, so yeah.
Oh, we
before we
skipped
get
the
there,
part,
he killed old dude because we saw that the aliens were like draining the bodies of blood and then
Yeah.
spraying it to fertilize
Yeah,
something
Yeah.
yeah. I guess they're red vines,
like the candy.
but they were vines, weren't they?
They were.
You said it because of the candy.
They were vines, and
They
they were
were.
red.
They were red vines.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And he started freaking out and was like, no,
No, my blood. Not yeah. So he keeps making loud noises. I'm like, yo, bruh.
Yeah.
So he kills him, but then they go back to sleep on the couch.
For some reason.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Surprised. I am surprised that I mean, I would have been just surprised as they were that the aliens came back to scout the same.
Yeah.
spot.
I think it
honestly,
because-
I don't think they do.
I don't know.
Because
I
you
feel like,
already looked at that and didn't see anything, so you move on.
but I think the
And you
aliens.
physically went down there to look at it.
I don't think they're that dumb. You know what I'm saying? It's like clearly someone is down here. And you guys are playing games.
Oh,
So we're just
okay.
going to check it again.
Okay. So you think it was like, no, it was something down
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. I really think there's like, nah. I know y'all been moving stuff around down here. You check it again. Right? Like
Okay.
the mirror that showed up and they like, this doesn't seem right.
Well, they checked behind the mirror and there was nothing there but boots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which again, useless child.
I don't know how her foot slipped out. How does your foot slip out?
How does your foot slip out?
I don't know. Is she sitting? Your foot doesn't sleep.
just- ugh.
I don't know.
Just, whatever. Yeah, so I'm not too surprised that they came back. Yeah, so then she screams and runs where? Outside for some reason?
Yeah, why'd you?
Then you
go
have a
outside? I
whole
don't know.
house to run through? I don't understand. Something. Anyways, don't run outside.
Yeah.
And then your father's calling you,
Yeah.
and you don't reply.
Yeah. So now he's making noise. So now they alerted to where he is.
So now y'all both attacked. Great. Good job, kid. Ridiculous.
But he picked up some grenades.
Which was smart.
Yes. And so they keep them in cages, and then all right, I don't know what they were doing because it like sucks people up. And is that when they put them back on the ground to drain their blood?
It seems like there's two separate things.
Okay.
When they're on the ground, they do the blood draining thing.
Mm-hmm.
But then I guess when they suck them up, they just suck their blood. I have no idea. Maybe they're like batteries or something.
I have no
I
idea.
think that's what they were doing. I think they were using the humans as batteries.
Yeah, well, and they're terraforming probably,
Yeah.
right? Although Mars isn't covered in red vines, so
But it's probably how they figure because they're on Earth. This is what they need to do.
oh, okay, to make it
Yeah.
livable for them.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about how dumb the aliens are in a little bit because when they were in the basement, they were just drinking basement water. I'm like, I don't. Are you?
Well, because they don't.
Is basement water not
Well,
dangerous
well,
on
they-
Mars?
well,
I don't.
you know,
I'm
it's
confused.
crazy.
Like I don't like.
Like at the beginning of the movie, didn't they say that they watched us, right?
Yeah.
But clearly not close enough.
Well, I mean, I guess you're
I
not
mean, 'cause
looking.
They were very.
You're looking
curious.
from afar.
I
so,
took
yeah.
it as that they
Okay.
were curious. That's why it's like they touched everything, they looked at everything, like they looked at the picture.
Mm-hmm. And you thought
And
that
passed it
stale water
along.
was drinkable?
Hey, you know, maybe there was no water on Mars. I don't know. Well, no, they drank it, so.
You drank it. And aren't they still in New Jersey? There's a bunch of water to go around.
Oh, you can kill aliens with salt water. Just have them like, oh yeah, this is a good liquid for you to drink, and they drink like the ocean, and then, well, they're dead.
Hey, water was the weakness to the aliens in science.
You know, yeah. Well,
I'm sure that was the best.
it's M. Night
It's
Shyamalan. Let's
funny.
not talk about him.
I was watching American Dad, and you know the goldfish.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a hurricane, and he's like, "Ha! I'm surrounded by water. You can't prove nothing to me now." So he jumps out the bowl, but the water is salt water. So then he's like, "Oh, it burns!" And they're just looking at the aliens do the same thing.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Oh, salt water."
So maybe we should have gone to the ocean.
Hmm?
Mm-hmm. You know, yeah, maybe their ships weren't like anti-corrosive.
Could be. We will never know now.
Yeah. Okay. So they do get captured because he has the grenades, and you know, after seeing the first person get sucked up, they decided to save Tom Cruise,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
which is smart.
Yep. Glad everyone fought back on that one. Good
Yeah,
job, people.
yeah, working together works, people.
Yes.
That's what I've been saying. And so Tom Cruise takes the grenades on the inside, and so they blow up the ship. Awesome,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
cool. That worked out. I guess. I mean, I don't know if he
mean-
thought he was blowing himself up or
I mean, at that point, does it even matter?
no.
Right. You reason you're gonna die anyway.
Right, you're gonna die anyway, so this is my one chance, right? People are pulling me back, hoping they grab me, but if they don't, if nothing else, I just saved my daughter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they blow the ship up. Good. And then they find their way to Boston, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, along the way, once they hit Boston,
Yeah.
that's when they realized all the stuff was dying off.
Yeah, they
Mhm.
saw the red vines were dying and stuff.
Yeah. They were like white and gray.
Yeah, and that
Dry.
the ships no longer had their shield around them.
Mhm.
Even without the shield, it took a lot to bring that thing down.
It did.
Well, it's gotta be really high in the sky.
What they got to do with how the impact you're hitting it with?
Yeah. I mean, well, we said their technology
Yeah.
was different, so I
Yeah.
guess it was more durable.
Well, I'm surprised like they had a shield plus it was that durable.
Yo, if
Mhm.
I'm not soldier, I don't care if the alien body was limp when it came out. I'm
Oh, I'm
still
shooting it.
shooting.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
shooting
yeah,
it.
I'm shooting.
I don't know. Maybe they sleep limp like that. I have no idea.
Right,
So I'm
right,
still
right.
shooting.
He just touched his arm and it dropped, and
He
he
was
was
like, "Oh, they're dead."
they're
Nope,
dead.
nope.
Yeah.
He's getting some bullets.
no,
in
because he was still like,
and wherever his brain is. Okay.
Yeah, there was too much standing around and looking in this movie.
oh yeah, yeah. I'm like, why are y'all standing around and look?
Yeah.
I would have kept going.
So,
Yeah.
then we finally reunite with mom and the grandparents,
Mhm.
and Robbie comes out of the house, and so like he runs up, and I thought this was gonna happen because this would have been my reaction, but Tom Cruise gives him a hug. I would have punched him in the face immediately he would have been like, "Oh, Dad," and then just fist right in the face, just like because I'm not. I mean, like I'm happy you're alive, son, but I'm
Would
not
you get
happy
her?
with you.
Yeah, absolutely. I
Okay,
got
you abandoned me and your sister. Like,
Yeah, like he probably could have used Robbie help somewhere along the way. I'm just
yeah,
saying.
maybe with old crazy basement guy. You
Yep.
know.
Mhm.
You know, so or Robbie knew the lullaby, you know, for his sister. Something. But yeah, he would have got punched in the face.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, they explained to us that they got taken out by disease.
Yeah. Great.
Because humans have been on, like, you don't think about it, but like, yeah, we have bacteria all through us, right?
Yeah.
And most of it does nothing to us because we're adapted to it.
Yeah.
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 The aliens wouldn't be.
So it basically, while they're breathing our air, drinking our water, they were killing
Especially that
themselves.
basement. I think the basement water did it.
Was it just the basement?
It was the basement water. They drank basement water, which has Ebola in it, and and they died. What's wrong with you? Oh my goodness, the aliens got dysentery or something. But why would you drink basement water? It's standing. I guess they don't get that. There's no rivers on Mars. So
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just water.
don't drink standing water.
It's just, but it's water though.
It's just water.
You're in the desert and you find some water. Yeah, don't drink standing water. Okay, all right. If the water's not moving, it's not good for you. I'm just gonna admit, like, let you guys know that survival tip. Okay, find some water that's moving.
Fair enough.
And get it after a bunch of rocks. Okay, so yeah. But no, that makes sense though, actually, I think. And then so I was like, so if we're ever invaded by aliens, we've got stores and stores of like SARS and anthrax.
You would show me that works.
No, that makes scientific sense. Like they're not going to be immune to something.
You think?
They're going to be
I
immune
mean, you're
to
going to
all
kill a
of them.
lot of humans in the process too,
Oh,
though.
so you're just saying just dump it all on them? And...
Yes.
Okay.
Then we're going to form
hit
a
them
new
in the
disease.
face with some anthrax first and see what happens. That don't work. All
Then
right.
we're going to form new diseases because it's going to be a bunch of it out there in the atmosphere that we're not set for.
Well, okay. So obviously we got to figure out the shield thing first, right? I guess.
Yeah, so you forgot about that part.
Yeah.
They had shields.
All right. So what you do
So
is
was they shields affected
you
too?
infect some people.
No, remember, because they got sick. So once you're
Oh.
sick, your shield is down.
You infect some people,
Okay.
and then you let them get captured by the aliens. Bada bing, bada boom. Sacrifices have to be made.
I'm sure at that moment, no one is thinking,
Now we know, okay? Now we
it
know.
worked on them.
Yeah, but it's a good plan. Okay, no, don't infect people with stuff. Just find someone with a cold, okay? All right?
Okay.
The aliens will die by cold. They don't have the antibodies, so
Okay.
Oh, but you know
Good old
what, though?
rhinovirus.
Like them draining them and
Yeah, the
using
blood
their
and all that.
for fertilizer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, that would have
See?
exposed them to a lot.
They probably did capture some people with colds.
I'm sure they did.
or the AIDS.
Whoa, oh, yeah. You've got
No, you were seeing that. I knew it.
So...
Full blown.
Or some carriers of some stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, a lot of people carriers of herpes.
yeah.
Okay. You're thinking about this.
I'm just saying,
just
the aliens don't have a defense against it.
they were draining people's blood that had a lot of
which
carriers.
is why they're dead.
Which is why they're dead.
Which is why they're dead.
But yeah, they did way too much damage. We gotta jump ahead of this. So what you do is you go to the hospital. Dude, a lot of people died from COVID.
Wow. This got morbid really quickly.
Okay. I would like to apologize.
You do that.
I know, but like, come on, the humor in it. Nah, I'm not serious. Obviously, you don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, we do have stores of diseases for study and stuff. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but this is the only book or movie or whatever where it's basically is like we won through nothing that we did.
yeah, the planet one basically.
Yeah, the planet won because it's like we're all diseased, but we're used to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Just I'm saying, like, would that work? Because no one has ever taken that route before.
I think it's a smart route because it actually makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Non-jokingly, when we talked about COVID-19 or when new viruses pop up,
Mm-hmm.
the reason why it spread so fast and it's so hard to
'Cause your
slow
body's
down is
not used
because
to it.
no one is used to it
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
and no one has defenses against it.
Yes.
So the aliens, same thing. No matter where they're from, they might not
So
have
you're saying
defenses.
this should always be a thing.
Right, because bacteria and viruses are going to adapt differently on our planet.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, throw some cordyceps at them. Maybe it'll take effect. But like they would adapt differently on the planet,
Mhm.
making them like different. I thought about the opposite end of this. I've thought about it before, but this movie made me think more in depth about it. But we keep going like, oh, maybe we can colonize Mars or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I know we haven't found any microscopic life on any other planets,
Mm-hmm.
but if we do, that would be extremely dangerous, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
I mean, I think we would do a little more tests before we start throwing people up there.
Yeah.
Like, first you do a plant. Will it survive? Then you do like a rat, okay? Then you just go slowly bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's how you do it.
Yeah.
Because you just can't
Because-
go up there and take your helmet off and start breathing in the air.
Yeah, because whatever bacteria lives on Mars probably will kill the human immediately. Like, I
Mhm.
mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so I actually think that's a viable all the time, unless they grew up in an environment the same as ours.
Okay. That's interesting. I don't necessarily disagree.
It's a
So
good concept.
biological warfare as well. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Well, the next time we get attacked by aliens, we'll be sure to do
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I'm gonna
Yeah.
call the president. Okay, let him know. We'll use the Ebola bombs.
Oh, right.
Oh goodness. Yeah, what do you do about like shields and stuff? Why do aliens always have shields? First of all, this is like impossible to do, but why do they always have shields?
They do always have shields.
All space things have shields. Everything in Star Trek has shields.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and again, I'm gonna say this is like impossible to do.
That's probably why it's a thing that happens.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Science fiction.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hence science fiction.
Yeah, yeah. Which is a precursor to
You're-
real science. No.
You're questioning shields, but not the fact that there were 30-story tall aliens running around sucking people blood. You question why
It's
is
possible
there shields.
depending on the material that their ship was built out of.
Okay.
Something not on our planet, I guess.
Clearly.
Oh, wait, maybe it was graphene.
Oh my God.
Okay. I'm sorry. All right, random movie facts?
Yes, I did incorporate some of them in there, but there are a few more. Obviously, this was book based off of, said that wrong. This is a movie based off of H.G. Wells' book that
Mhm.
came out in 1898. In the book, the narrator is unnamed.
Oh.
Yep. The aliens were from Mars. I mentioned that. And the crazy guy in the basement is actually a mixture of 3 different characters.
Oh.
That the guy in the book did end up locked in like a basement with someone, and he didn't kill him, but he knocked him unconscious because he was acting crazy. And then when the guy was unconscious, the aliens snatched him up.
Oh.
Mm.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah. So this is actually the 3rd movie based off of this novel because the novel is in public domain.
Of course. Yeah.
And then actually I saw when I was looking for this movie, there's something that came out in 2019.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if it's a movie or a miniseries.
Was it a B movie? You know how they do.
I don't know. I think it was
Like
on
Thor
BBC.
came out, and then we got God of Thunder that came out as well.
I
You
think
know?
it was like a TV movie for like BBC or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted.
Because I kind of wanted to see it because I was looking up what to watch it on.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to be like, oh, that's interesting. I just want to see if, because like this movie is not, the book and the movie are not really the same, like at all. So I just wanted to know like if this new movie followed the book or not. I know the original did,
Okay.
but you know,
Side note: speaking of public domain, you see some people made a Winnie the Pooh horror movie.
I did see that.
Yeah.
That's what you get when you get public domain. Which, hey, you know what? Fair enough, because forget Disney. But go ahead.
Yeah. So this was Tom Cruise's 6th consecutive film that grossed 100 million or more.
Okay.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. And then I don't know if this is true, but I think it is. Dakota Fanning's character was voted the most useless thing to have during an apocalypse.
Wow.
Well, I'm gonna go out there and say she didn't help at all.
She
didn't.
didn't. Just a
Did
lot,
of screaming.
And at 10 years old, I understand you would be very scared in this situation.
Yes.
But 10 years old is old enough to actually help
Yeah.
with things.
Yeah.
You know,
I think you can cooperate a little bit more.
10-year-olds used to work. Okay. I mean, like, I'm not saying they should, you know, but
They were, yeah. She could have been better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was actually my last movie fact.
Okay, most useless thing to have in an apocalypse. I agree.
Yes.
That would have been useless.
Yep.
Yes. Absolutely. She was a waste. Robbie too.
God, don't get me started on Robbie.
Yeah.
All right, well then, that's it for random movie facts. Nitpicks.
Just every character ever. Just all of them.
We mentioned a lot of them. Staring at stupid things, not running when you should run, running towards military fighting aliens, clearly failing. Like, why?
Yeah.
Why going into the basement when there were no other people with you? And no, I'm sorry, I can't be like, oh, why am I the only person down here? Yeah, that's bad. Being the worst parent of the year.
Yeah. Just
Man, he was horrible.
Just anything character related is just you are my nitpick.
Yeah.
Just
People
just all
attacking the car.
Yeah, because like everything else, I can't find fault with it because it's a character driven movie.
Yeah.
Or like they just made dumb decision after dumb decision.
Yeah, as far as the plot goes, like with the aliens and stuff, no, I feel like that's pretty solid.
It's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Only thing I felt was, and I don't know if you guys agree, is that I felt like some of the suspense scenes wasn't suspenseful enough.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like when they're in the basement and like the alien thing is searching for them. And like watching that scene, I literally said to myself, "Oh man, A Quiet Place did this better."
Yeah, that's true.
And so that's why I just felt like, and it's weird because Steven Spielberg is usually really good at this, but I feel like I never felt like this was because I felt like it's sort of like an alien invasion horror movie, right? And it never really
more of a thriller,
but it never really captured me like that though.
Yeah.
Like I never felt the intensity in none of these scenes. When I felt like there was moments where I should have, but I didn't.
Would you say you felt like that because you already knew what was going to happen?
You're saying that reading the book ruined it for me?
I mean, I don't know.
No, I'm saying it's
I
just
didn't
like
expect it to find them. I mean,
yeah,
Well-
that's what I'm saying. Like I wasn't expecting them to find them. I wasn't expecting any of them to die.
That's okay. Yeah, I think that's a very good point. And I was going to bring that up too. Is that you already know everyone's survived. Even though Robbie disappeared, I'm like Robbie's going to be in Boston. It's just you knew that, and you're right.
Hoping
it's
he
just-
wouldn't.
I mean, I was hoping he wouldn't, but it's like you knew Robbie was going to make it to Boston somehow. And you're right. It's just there were no stakes because you know they're not going to kill a little kid. Movies do not do that.
Unless you're A Quiet Place.
That forever throws me off. Just when I saw that, I was like, "Oh, okay."
It's the first thing too.
It's
I'm
the
like,
first scene.
Just not because watching that scene, I'm like, "Well, they're not going to kill a little kid."
Right.
And I'm like, "This like he's like 4 years old."
Right.
They're not
And
gonna
I mean
kill him.
he's running hard to the kid too. And it's like, nope.
But see, if you had something like that, had something that from the get go say no one is safe.
Yeah.
Then I
well,
believe
you know
you.
what would have been, like you said, introducing characters and then like we just don't see them no more.
Yeah.
Like even if like they were to die, you know,
Yeah.
or adding suspense with them,
Yeah, like if there was
then that would have added to it.
if there was more with him, with Cheryl and her daughter Nora, like if they spent a little bit of time together and then something happened, like if the four of them was in that basement
Yeah.
and maybe crazy guy kills Nora or something, right?
Yeah.
Something like that, just to be like, hey, there's some serious, because like we all know you need to stop messing with this dude. This dude is not right in the head. Yet Tom Cruise kept leaving his daughter, and like you already know nothing's gonna happen to this kid.
Yeah.
So yeah, they needed something to show to me like we don't know, because like
You set the stakes. You got to set the stakes.
like or I mean, I know this is not how the book ends. Ended like Cloverfield, where they all just die.
Yeah. I kind of hated that everybody.
Well,
did,
I
but-
hated that they all died because they was following their stupid friend that they had no business following.
Yeah.
for the girl that he knew
For
a
the
week.
girl that he knew for a week and broke up with and was going to move across the world. And yet you all follow this man across
I mean,
the
look, I
city.
get falling for someone. It's possible. You can. But at this point, I mean, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
So him going, like, the best thing to do, like, if your family is split up, honestly the best thing you can do is try to head towards a safe place.
Greenland.
If you both head towards a safe place,
love
then
that
maybe
about
you will
Greenland.
find each other
Greenland,
there.
right? I mean, Greenland was like, we were all supposed to go to Kansas City, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was it Kansas City? Yeah. We were all going to go to Kansas City because that's where we said we were going to go, right? You don't want to be split up for your family, but you lose more time and effort and putting yourself more at risk searching for someone where we'll just follow the plan. Same thing, like I complained that Robbie made it, but follow the plan.
was to
The
go
follow
to
was to go
Boston.
to the plan was to go to Boston. I'm
So
going
you
to go to Boston.
instead
hope
of
that he
looking
makes
for
it.
instead of looking for Robbie.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I mean, he even said that to.
Yeah, he told her like he'll be in Boston,
Boston.
waiting for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just so yeah. I just felt like that movie, this movie was just missing that just a little bit of something that kind of like grabbed me in.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, then, are we ready to rate it?
Yep.
All right. I'm actually gonna give it and I pay for that. It was an interesting watch. I haven't seen it before. And I was interested in the movie as I watched it. I mean, obviously the characters suck. But overall I think it was a good movie to watch. So
I'm kind of on the fence.
Mhm.
I think I'm gonna give it Watch My Folding Clothes. I don't think it's a bad movie, but I think for the reasons I just stated, I can't go with.
okay, that's fair enough. I'm not
Yeah.
against it.
I was going to give it. I pay for that. It was the same thing. Like I said, I seen the 1988 movie.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen this one,
Mm-hmm.
and it was kind of like, okay, well, it's a remake, so I never was interested into watching it. But it was like watching it, I kind of want to go back to the 1988 movie just to see how it is and what was different.
I mean, I will say this does make me interested in like I want to see the version that's based off the book.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I definitely want to hear what that radio show was about.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to see the 1939 version.
So it did make me interested in the various medias about it anyways.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I thought about picking up the book again.
and I mean, overall, I thought it was good. I mean, it's just like, yes, people made stupid decisions, but in real life, people will make stupid decisions. And I do like to spin on it that this was not your typical family where it's like the father is in control, everybody listens to him, and they follow him.
But do we ever get that in movies? Like in most
It's
movies
always,
like
wait,
this,
why is the family always divorced?
they're always divorced.
in these disaster alien
Oh,
movies,
yeah.
they're always divorced.
And it's supposed to, the disaster brings them together.
oh yeah, they get back together after the disaster. I mean, I guess if
I
it's
mean,
an
that's
apocalypse,
2021.
That's believable.
if it's
I mean,
an apocalypse,
2012.
That's,
or if you just went through a traumatic event together.
that's
I mean,
that's certainly believable. I buy that all day. I just wonder how come they always start the movie divorced. Are there no happy families going through apocalypses?
San Andreas
Yeah.
was like that. 2012.
except for in those movies, yeah, the dad is always like
Right.
trying his best, and
Yes.
he's the superhero dad that gets through this stuff. And here, this was not Tom
No.
Cruise.
Right. And I was like, I liked that about this movie.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
I don't like movies where I don't like the characters.
Honestly, I was just like, wow. to see Tom Cruise like act like this as a character, because it's just like in everything he's in is like, okay, he's this main, super guy, and it's just like for him to act like this in the movie, you like, what? And I was just like, this dude is a douche.
Yeah.
But he saves his kid.
Yeah.
He did lose one on the way.
Not his fault though. So
no, his kid is awful.
I mean, if you had to choose, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, even though she was the most useless thing to have in the apocalypse, I would take her over Robbie. So
Yep.
Fair enough.
maybe she'll grow up to be more useful.
Oh my goodness. Will she?
No. Okay. All right, so that's our rating then. I pay for that for 3D Rivals. It's actually a decent movie. You know how I feel about these classic movies because we've seen a ton of them, and I haven't liked them.
That's true. I have not seen this movie, so when I saw that it was on HBO, I was like, oh, I think I'll watch this. So
yeah,
not bad.
Pretty good. All right, well, that's our thoughts on War of the Worlds. Did you watch it when it came out? Probably did, because apparently my wife keeps talking about me for not seeing movies. I guess I didn't watch movies, which is why I have a movie podcast now. All right. So
makes sense.
But yeah, what did you think about it? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe and hit the like button for more movie commentary from us, and we will catch you next time.